The Lighthouse, two men, one rock, infinite madness. Eggers traps us in a black and white nightmare where reality crumbles like salt-soaked timber. The lighthouse beam doesn't warn ships away. It beckons something ancient towards shore. Wake guards his lantern with religious fervor, whispering to it in archaic verse when nobody's watching. Is he mad? Or conversing with entities beyond human comprehension? His weathered face transforms during storms, features rearranging into something barely recognizable. The film never confirms if mermaids exist or Wake controls the weather, leaving viewers trapped in the same epistemological crisis as Winslow. Time behaves strangely here. Days stretch, contract, repeat. The spiral staircase becomes Winslow's personal hell, each ascent bringing him closer to knowledge no human mind should possess. When he finally breaches the forbidden room, what he witnesses doesn't destroy him immediately, but initiates a metamorphosis. Is it light that drives men mad, or madness that draws them to light? The genius lies in ambiguity. Winslow's broken body could represent cosmic punishment, or merely the lonely fate of someone who drank too much, trusted too little, and climbed too high. Either way, gulls feast on his flesh, nature reclaiming what ventured beyond its proper boundary. Dorohedoro. Kyu Hayashida's universe exists at the chaotic intersection of body horror and cosmic nihilism. The whole, a dilapidated city, shares interdimensional borders with the sorcerer's world, where magic users regularly experiment on humans like laboratory specimens. What elevates this beyond conventional horror is its normalization of the grotesque. Residents accept magical attacks as mundane inconvenience. The protagonist, Cayman, his head transformed into reptilian form with an additional face in his throat, represents this universe's physical fluidity, where bodies exist as malleable material for magical reshaping. Magic itself derives from smoke produced by devils, interdimensional beings with masks fused to their faces who exist in a separate realm with its own hierarchy. These entities operate on inscrutable rules, viewing both humans and sorcerers as entertainment sources rather than equals. Most unsettling is how identity becomes fundamentally unstable. Cayman contains multiple personalities due to magical experimentation. The sorcerer N reconstitutes people from mushroom spores, creating perfect duplicates with intact memories. The universe suggests consciousness exists independent of physical form, transferable between vessels like liquid between containers. The setting operates on cosmic equilibrium rather than morality. The revelation that devils themselves are former sorcerers, transformed through ritual, suggests a cyclical system where today's victims become tomorrow's tormentors. Nothing created or destroyed, merely endlessly reconfigured into increasingly disturbing arrangements. Mandy. A remote cabin, chainsaw battles, and demon bikers. Cosmatos' neon-drenched revenge tale operates through visual osmosis rather than traditional storytelling. Every frame bleeds hallucinatory color as acid rock guitars transform grief into sonic violence. This isn't midnight movie mayhem for its own sake. It's consciousness fractured by contact with cosmic truth. Red's transformation unfolds through chemical stages, from woodsman to berserker to something beyond human. His homemade battle axe, brutal, asymmetrical, raw, symbolizes consciousness weaponized against intrusive dimensions. But violence doesn't defeat cosmic horror, it merely redirects it. The children of the New Dawn serve darker masters. Their leader Jeremiah didn't discover LSD. Something discovered him through it. The Black Skulls exist between states, former humans chemically altered into interdimensional conduits who survive through perpetual consumption. What exactly moves between worlds when barriers thin? During Red's chainsaw duel, spatial logic collapses entirely. Background colors shift without lighting sources. Physical laws become suggestions. Yet amid this phantasmagoria lies unexpected tenderness. Mandy's cosmic tiger appears not as threat but guide, accompanying Red through realms beyond death. Sand's death comes not through vengeance but recognition. When Red finally crushes his skull, it feels less like murder than mercy, ending a possession that began decades earlier. Darkest Dungeon. Red Hook Studios constructs a universe where an ancestral estate sits atop a cosmic wound in reality. What begins as reclaiming a corrupted inheritance reveals itself as futile struggle against inevitable cosmic contamination. What distinguishes this universe is its focus on psychological fragility. The game's sanity mechanics transform abstract Lovecraftian concepts into quantifiable deterioration. Characters develop specific psychological conditions, from encountering the unnatural, becoming paranoid, masochistic, abusive, or hopeless. The universe suggests rational minds cannot maintain coherence when exposed to reality's true nature. The cosmic horror manifests through generational consequences. The protagonist's ancestor unleashed ancient horrors through aristocratic boredom and occult curiosity. His excavations beneath the manor uncovered the heart of darkness, a fragment of cosmic entity slumbering since Earth's formation. The universe operates on geological timescales where human civilization represents merely momentary distraction before inevitable extinction. Most disturbing is the game's philosophical nihilism. The final confrontation reveals that defeating the heart merely delays inevitable awakening. The universe exists in endless cycles where humanity repeatedly discovers cosmic truth, attempts resistance, fails, and faces extinction, with fragments of knowledge passing between cycles as archaeological whispers. Your struggle isn't to prevent apocalypse, but merely to postpone it slightly, suggesting optimism itself is dangerous, extending suffering by encouraging continued resistance rather than acceptance of inevitable defeat. Under the Skin, Scotland's grey streets, a woman hunting, men vanishing into black pools, Glazer crafts extraterrestrial horror through deliberate disorientation. City scenes unfold through hidden cameras, capturing authentic reactions from unsuspecting men. Documentary technique serving surrealist nightmare. The alien doesn't hate humanity, doesn't love it, doesn't comprehend it. She processes male bodies with factory efficiency, skin preserved while organs dissolve into nutrient slurry shipped elsewhere. For what purpose? We never learn. Perhaps knowing would break us. Her motorcycle riding handler represents something worse than monsters: cosmic bureaucracy. Earth isn't invaded but audited, humans processed under quality control standards. The alien herself embodies industrial efficiency until, unexpectedly, she develops curiosity. A disabled man's face examined with newfound fascination. A piece of cake tasted then spat out. Her growing awareness culminates in forest solitude where, attempting to understand her stolen form, she peels back human skin to glimpse her true nature. Her death brings no catharsis. The snow continues falling, indifferent to the burning alien. No cosmic justice, no meaning, just resource collection, briefly interrupted before the next harvester arrives. What haunts isn't the predation but its routine nature. Not evil but efficiency. Not invasion but inventory. The Sinking City, Frogwares creates a universe where cosmic intrusion manifests through biological and architectural corruption. Private investigator Charles Reed arrives in Oakmont, a partially flooded city isolated following mysterious oceanic events, seeking explanation for his psychic visions of a drowning civilization. What elevates this beyond conventional horror is its cognitive geography. Oakmont exists simultaneously as physical location and psychic construct, a city where collective belief shapes reality. The flooding separated Oakmont from conventional America, not just physically but dimensionally, creating a pocket reality where cosmic forces seep through weakened barriers. The cosmic elements manifest through biological transformation. The Innsmouthers, fish-human hybrids, represent evolutionary adaptation to coming cosmic changes. The diving suits, humans permanently sealed in underwater gear, suggest technological adaptation to the same inevitability. Both represent humanity's divergent paths in response to impending transformation. Most unsettling is the game's approach to knowledge. Investigation mechanics require balancing evidence gathering with sanity preservation. Reed's Mind Palace reconstructs crime scenes but risks psychic contamination with each use. The universe suggests understanding cosmic truth requires fundamentally altering human consciousness, a price few can pay without losing themselves entirely. The setting weaponizes history itself. Oakmont's founding families, who made pacts with underwater entities millennia ago, represent how cosmic corruption transmits generationally through bloodlines and institutional power. The Great Old Ones don't need direct attacks when ambitious humans willingly forge pacts, corrupting future generations for short-term advantage despite long-term collective doom. The Ballad of Black Tom. Victor Laval constructs a universe where cosmic horror intersects with America's racial injustice. Tommy Tester, a hustler navigating 1920s Harlem, encounters wealthy occultist Robert Suidam, seeking to awaken the sleeping king, a cosmic entity existing beyond conventional dimensions. What transforms this into profound cosmic horror is its recontextualization of Lovecraftian tropes. The outsiders traditionally portrayed as threats in cosmic horror parallel the racial outsiders of America's deeply segregated society. The universe suggests cosmic entities aren't inherently hostile. They become weapons when summoned by those already committed to systems of oppression. The cosmic elements manifest through music rather than conventional rituals. Tommy's guitar playing opens dimensional gateways when combined with specific knowledge and location. The universe positions jazz and blues as magical systems developed by marginalized communities, communications with aspects of reality inaccessible to those enforcing societal constraints. Most disturbing is the protagonist's transformation. After witnessing police brutality against his father, Tommy becomes Black Tom, a willing vessel for cosmic forces seeking entry to our dimension. The universe suggests apocalyptic collaboration becomes rational when existing social systems prove more immediately destructive than abstract cosmic threats. When police murder his father, Tommy's calculation changes. Better to end an unjust world than perpetuate it. The setting weaponizes righteous anger. The supreme alphabet, a mystical language, transforms from protective knowledge to destructive weapon when combined with justified rage at systemic injustice, suggesting cosmic powers remain neutral until channeled through human emotion. The Black Hole. Disney's seemingly innocent space adventure conceals a deeply disturbing cosmic horror universe. The crew of the USS Palomino discovers the lost ship Cygnus hovering at a black hole's edge, under command of Dr. Hans Reinhardt, who masks sinister secrets behind scientific ambition. What elevates this beyond conventional science fiction is its metaphysical implications. The black hole functions not merely as astronomical phenomenon, but gateway to another plane of existence, suggesting our universe contains natural transition points to realms beyond conventional understanding. The probe ship returns with readings off the scale, hinting at measurements human instrumentation cannot quantify. The cosmic horror manifests through technological perversion. Reinhardt's robot crew members are revealed as lobotomized humans, their bodies mechanically augmented and consciousness suppressed but not eliminated. They represent a horrifying intermediate state between humanity and machinery, trapped in perpetual awareness without autonomy. Most unsettling is the film's religious imagery during the climactic journey through the black hole. As vessels are destroyed, consciousness separates from physical form. Characters witness hellish visions and angelic manifestations before emerging in another universe entirely. The setting suggests scientific exploration inevitably leads to theological revelation. That sufficient technological advancement eventually encounters phenomena indistinguishable from religious experience. The universe positions Maximilian, Reinhardt's crimson robot enforcer, as technological demon. During passage through the black hole, Reinhardt and Maximilian merge into a single entity overseeing a hellish landscape, suggesting consciousness transfer between organic and mechanical forms, the ultimate erasure of boundaries between creator and creation.
Subscribe for more interesting stuff. Tell us your experience in the comments.